Waymo, Tesla Robotaxi, Zoox. A few years ago, vehicles like these looked like science fiction. Now they are beginning to blend into ordinary city traffic. A car pulls up, the door opens, you climb inside, and there is nobody in the driver's seat. One day, driving your own car on a public road may not just be considered old-fashioned, it may be considered too dangerous to allow, and eventually it could become illegal. Not because robots failed at driving, because humans did. In 2025, an estimated 36,640 people died in American traffic crashes. That still works out to roughly one death every 14 minutes. Humans get tired, we get distracted, we drive drunk, we look at our phones, we panic, get angry, misjudge distances, and make split-second mistakes in machines powerful enough to kill. A computer does not need to become perfect to replace us. It only needs to become much safer. A 2026 Insurance Institute for Highway Safety study compared Waymo's driverless vehicles with human drivers in the same operating areas. Waymo's police-reportable crash rate was 68% lower, and its injury crash rate was 81% lower. These vehicles still operate in selected environments, so that result is not universal. But imagine another 20 years of improvement. Eventually, the question changes from, can we trust the robot, to, why are we still allowing humans to do this? And most people may give up driving willingly. Owning a new vehicle cost an average of about $11,577 in 2025, nearly $965 every month once depreciation, financing, fuel, insurance, maintenance, registration, repairs, and tires were included. Now imagine all of that becoming someone else's problem. No oil changes, dead batteries, cracked windshields, transmission failures, parking searches, or surprise repair bills. The cost would not disappear. It would be folded into each ride or a monthly transportation subscription, but it would feel easier. Then there is the time you get back. Instead of staring at brake lights, you could answer emails, attend a meeting, eat breakfast, watch a movie, study, or sleep. The car would stop being a machine you operate and become a moving room. That convenience could convince an entire generation that driving is unnecessary. Then the roads themselves could change. Today, every vehicle is controlled by an unpredictable human. In an autonomous system, the vehicles could communicate. One car detects an obstacle, and every car behind it already knows. Vehicles merge smoothly, intersections coordinate traffic, and computers react faster than tired human brains. At first, autonomous lanes would simply move more smoothly. Later, they could move much faster. Imagine a highway where every vehicle knows the position and planned movement of every other vehicle. On a specialized corridor, cars might safely travel at speeds that would be terrifying today. Now place one human driver in the middle of it. One person who hesitates, overcorrects, or changes lanes unexpectedly. The robot is no longer the dangerous experiment. The human is the error in the equation. After enough families are harmed because someone insisted on driving manually, people will ask why one person's freedom should outweigh everyone else's safety. But driving has never been only about transportation. It is the late-night drive with nowhere specific to go. It is taking the longer road because the sunset looks better from the coast. It is rolling the windows down, hearing the engine, and feeling the road through the steering wheel. It is teaching your child to drive in an empty parking lot. It is fixing an old car with your father. It is turning down a dirt road simply to see where it ends. Those moments are inefficient. They are unnecessary. But that is often what freedom looks like. A self-driving car may take you anywhere you request, but requesting a destination is not the same as choosing every turn. Eventually, the vehicle may know where you are going before you speak, when you leave for work, where you eat, and which places you visit privately. The door opens, your music starts, the route is loaded, you do nothing. But when a machine knows your routine well enough to remove every decision, convenience starts to look a lot like control. This is where the business model matters. A privately owned car spends most of its life parked. Once you buy it, the manufacturer does not earn money every time you drive somewhere. A robotaxi can generate revenue all day. Every trip can be priced, every feature can become a subscription, every destination can become data, every passenger becomes a recurring customer paying for access to movement. Waymo's privacy policy says its service can collect pickup and drop-off locations, route details, device location information during a trip, and, with permission, the precise location of your phone. That information helps the service find you, route the vehicle, investigate incidents, and improve safety. But it reveals the trade. Your old car does not reject your payment method. It does not say your destination is outside the service area. It does not lock you out because an automated system flagged your account. A transportation service can. Connected vehicles also depend on software and networks. NHTSA treats cybersecurity as a serious safety issue because modern vehicles contain wireless entry points and computer systems that must be protected from attacks and failures. The system could be safer on every normal day, while creating a much bigger problem on the abnormal one: an outage, a cyber attack, an evacuation, or a company shutdown. So how would human driving actually disappear? Probably not through one law banning every steering wheel overnight. It would happen gradually. Autonomous vehicles receive special lanes. Those lanes become faster and safer. Insurance for human drivers becomes more expensive. Cities restrict manually driven vehicles in crowded areas. Manufacturers stop offering steering wheels on affordable models. Parking lots, gas stations, mechanics, and driving schools begin disappearing. Eventually, driving becomes something you do on a private track or designated enthusiast road. You may still own the classic car, you just cannot use it to go to work. By the time a real ban arrives, most people may not view it as losing a right. They may see human driving the way we now see smoking inside an airplane, something society once accepted, until the danger to everyone else became impossible to justify. And that is the real dilemma. Would you surrender your steering wheel if doing so saved tens of thousands of lives? Would you trade the cost, danger, maintenance, traffic, and wasted time for safer roads and transportation that arrives whenever you need it? Maybe you would. Maybe almost everyone would. But what happens when the roads, the vehicles, the software, the prices, and permission to travel are controlled by a handful of corporations and government systems? Freedom should not require accepting preventable deaths, but safety should not require asking a company for permission to leave your house. Self-driving cars are not just going to change how we travel, they may change whether travel is something we control at all, and you may be part of the last generation ever allowed to drive.